This bout is skipped.
Expectation. Ali. This fight's against George Foreman. Big hook thrown, but it doesn't connect. This fighter brings...
Be smart, be sharp, concentrate what you've got to be confident. Do not dance his dance, because that's almost, once you do that, you're giving the man a chance that shouldn't have that.
Tommy Morrison, oh no, what's happened? And it appears they weathered the storm. How? I'm not sure.
Defense, defense, defense is everything because they got shot once. They know they can get caught again. So for now, just defense. Work on defense, blocking and stopping and shooting.
A very competitive round here so far.
Very close match. It shows the skill, the discipline, the respect both fighters have for each other because no one dare do anything out of turn.
Perfect counter shot. And Morrison did not handle that punch well. No, we don't see a knockdown.
Got caught sleeping.
You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Well, we're entering death. Here we go, it's round two. It has been all one-way traffic. How do they turn this around?
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on him. That's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet, not until your senses have come back.
And this is incredible action from both of these heavyweights. Is Frazier in trouble? Is this the beginning of the end for this legend? Down goes Frazier. They knew it when they threw it. The perfect body shot, and no one's standing up to that.
That's lights out, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Give me your break.
They're on their feet, but is this the beginning of the end?
Oh, he can smell blood. Look at that. He's put him down once. He knows what shot works and where to land it. Then try and do it again. He's just not got it yet.
Whoa! Down goes Joe Frazier. And you can see here on the replay a perfect body shot. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Continue. So back into the fray again, but how much do they have left?
The corner needs to think nice and sharp. They know their fight. They know what their fight's capable of doing and what.
Final 10 seconds here, unless something major happens. I think we all know who won that one. The corner. There's the bell for round 3. Is this the beginning of the end after 2 knockdowns last round?
2 knockdowns in that last round. There'll be sheer panic in that corner. What do? Do they throw the towel in? Do they let him come back out again? Because they know their fighter is like a lamb to the slaughter.
Oh, right there! Tommy Morrison, oh no, what's happened? They've avoided catastrophe there.
Now he's got to wake up. They've got to...
Whoa, Johnny! Can you imagine if he knocks out this legend? Down goes Frazier. Now that is a massive knockdown.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
They're back on their feet, but how long will they stay there? Did you see that? There's no way. Down goes Frazier. He hit him with the perfect body shot.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You're out. Yeah.
These two have smoked.
This bout is scheduled.
So they stare into each other. Frazier's been in so many hellacious battles over the years. The trilogy with Muhammad Ali. His fights against George Foreman. Clean left jab. There's a counter shot. Tommy Morrison, oh no, what's happened? Down goes Morrison. One punch did the trick. Let's see it again in slow motion.
Shot from the gods, they say. A shot from the gods.
So the fight will continue, but what does the game plan have to look like now?
Oh, you know, I'll be surprised if he makes it back to the corner. And if he does, will he get back up on the stool again? That was a shot.
We've got to pick things up halfway through the round here.
That's that much ever hope. Remember the fight at Evander Holyfield? He could be behind on point until the last 10 seconds, but he's fighting like he's going to pull it back. That's the kind of hope we need to see.
Counter punch caught him clean. Nice slip to avoid the jab. That counter punch caught him clean. So much for boxing. This is a fist fight. Final 10 seconds here, and I think he knows who's won this round. Frazier covering up. He's got nowhere to go. Let's talk about more. What do we expect to see here in round two? Let's see how he bounces back here after getting dropped in the last round.
That knockdown we just saw was a heavy knockdown. I'd be very, very surprised if he'll come out fresh as a daisy. That's not going to happen. He's got to hustle now. He's got to bluff it.
And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. When you're trained to fight a swarmer, you gotta focus on your conditioning because they will push you to the edge of your limits.
Oh man, you've got a swarm in your face. You've got to try and push him off, make him go into the rope. You've got to sometimes fight fire with fire. Hit him low on the blind side of the left. Get him out.
Both men step back for just a moment. Is Frazier in trouble? Frazier never one to back off or back down.
It's been a tough round so far. It's been a tough round. What do you do?
Down goes Frazier. We wondered how good his chin was, but no one.
1, 2, 3, 4. Give me your foot.
The referee says they can continue, but how much more do they have left?
The corner need to think nice and sharp. They know their fight. They know what their fight is capable of doing or what their fight can and cannot take. This is going to be a...
Whoa, Johnny, take a look at this action. Is Frazier in trouble? Is this the beginning of the end for this legend? Final 10 seconds here unless we get some late drama. Hold that thought! And Morrison did not handle that punch well. Is this the beginning of the end for this legend? We've got to... There's the bell for round 3. Got to get the momentum shift coming their way. What can they do here?
What a knockdown. 1 minute. You need 1 hour to get...
Hold on a second, Johnny. Did you see that? Smoking Joe may go. Frazier finally answering back.
What recovery skills they are. What a shot it was. Completely gone. I thought there's no way he's going to finish this round. But look at that. Look at the movement. Look at the speed. Back on it. Like it never happened.
Can you imagine if he knocks out Joe Frazier? Down goes Joe Frazier. You need to see that again. Some amazing boxing. We've got high hopes for the... Smoke it.
This bout is skip.
So much hype. Frazier's been in so many hellacious battles over the years. The trilogy with Muhammad Ali, his fights against George Foreman, a true legend. Scoring hook. Holding nothing back here in the round. Nice counter shot. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Tommy Morrison, oh no, what's happened? How did they knock them down?
Green Days now needs to steady the pace.
I gotta stop you here, Johnny, as we pick up the heat. And Morrison did not handle that punch well. And down goes Morrison. Let's watch this again. He set it up perfectly and knocked him down.
I've got to see that again.
One, two, three, four. Are you okay?
So they're back on their feet, but let's see how much they have left in the tank.
Todd, he's up. I'll be surprised if he makes it back to the corner. And if he does, will he get back up on the stool again? That was a shot.
Tommy Morrison, oh no, what's happened? Keeping those gloves up, the guard high, paying dividends as it seems that moment of trouble has passed.
Got caught sleeping on the job. What do you do? You step back.
Final 10 seconds here, and this has not been his round for sure. Let's talk about Morrison in that last round. What do we expect to see here in round 2? They really got banged up last round. What can they do? Whoa, wait a minute! Can you imagine if he knocks out Joe Frazier? Good defense from Frazier.
It's been a tough round so far. It's been a tough round. What do they do? What's the time when they go back to the corner? How are they going to get through this?
This fighter has that swarmer's mentality, taking away an opponent's lead, getting on the inside and just banging and banging and banging.
Swarmers, you can go back in boxing history. When you've seen them, when you've seen the best of the best Swarmers goers.
Hold on a second, Johnny. Did you see? Down goes Joe Frazier. Thank goodness we've got instant replay. We get to see. beat the count and are ready to go again.
Now it's about getting back to the corner, freshen up, get new instructions given to you, and they've got to G you up. They've got to tell you what you're doing wrong and what you're doing right.
It's a good start to the round for this guy.
No doubt at all. You can see who's winning. You can see who's got it in hand. You can see who's confident. Or it's like a mousetrap.
Is Frazier in trouble? Down goes Frazier. How about that impact? Let's see that again in slow-mo.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Are you okay?
Beaten. Let's get it started in round 3. Something has got to change after 2 knockdowns in the last round.
2 knockdowns, and you're coming back from that. That's near on impossible because your head must be all over the place. Your legs will feel like jelly. What can they tell you in the corner? All they can do is wake you up. They can't.
Down goes Frazier. As we watch it again one more time, appreciate the...
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11.
So he is.
This bout is scheduled.
The fans are ready. Frazier's been in so many hellacious battles over the years. The trilogy. Did you see that? There's no way Frazier survives this. Down goes Joe Frazier. I don't think we can truly appreciate what we saw unless... 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So they'll make it up, and this fight continues.
That is a show of character. When you're put down, your ego's hurt, your chin's hurt, your body's hurting, and you've got to get up, suck it up, and think, right, I'm back in the game again. It's so hard for fighting.
Frazier covering up. He's got nowhere to go. Frazier finally. Did you see that? Is Frazier in trouble? Down goes Frazier. Wow, that impact was incredible.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Apparently, it's going to take more than that to keep this fighter down.
What resilience to be down and to be back up again, to get yourself back into the fight again, to show your fitness and determination. Maximum respect.
Tommy Morrison, oh no, what's happened? And it appears they weathered the... Oh, wait a minute! And Morrison did not handle that punch well. The final 10 seconds of the round, and hold that box! Tommy Morrison, oh no, what's happened? Is there any way... Here we go, it's round 2. Is this the beginning of the end after 2 knockdowns last round?
2 knockdowns in the last round. There'll be sheer panic in that corner. What do? Do they throw the towel in? Do they let him come back out again? Because they know they're fighting. It's like a lamb to the slaughter.
To be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. And Morrison did not handle that punch well. No, we don't see a knockdown.
Green Days now needs to steady the pace. Get the pace back to normal.
figure out the combination to this save.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
Might want to think of holding on here for a minute. Smoking Joe may go. Down goes Frazier. That body shot right there paralyzed him. So much hype. Smoking. We've waited a long time. Frazier's been in so many hellacious battles over the years. The trilogy with Muhammad Ali, his fights against George Foreman, a true legend. The bravery being shown here is just incredible. Counter punching. Just missed with that hook. No rest for the weary. Counter punch. Are we about to see the end of an era? Are we about to see Joe Frazier get knocked out? Down goes Frazier. It's a one-hitter quitter. What a knockout shot. Let's take another look.
Where did that come from? What a shot.
One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You're out.
So it's onward and upward after a knockout win here.
Accuracy, power, punch, perfect. That must hurt.
Here we are. Get smoke. These two have certainly. Frazier's been in so many hellacious battles over the years. The trilogy with Muhammad Ali, his fights against George Foreman. Lucky that hook didn't score. It's like a game of joust. They both got their swords. They're slinging it. You don't want to go tit for tat in there in this fight. Hold that thought. Is Frazier in trouble? Down goes Joe Frazier. How about that technique on that headshot? Let's...
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You still want to...
Apparently it's going to take more than that to keep this fighter down.
But now it's about getting back to the corner, freshen up, get new instructions given to you, and they've got to G you up. They've got to tell you what you're doing wrong and what you're doing right.
Halfway through the round, and I think we all know who's winning here.
No doubt at all. You can see who's winning. You can see who's got it in hand. You can see who's comfortable. Or it's a bit of a mousetrap.
all offense all the time. So final 10 seconds of the round, and he is looking really sharp. What a huge... And there's the bell to start round 2. They really got banged up last round. What can they do here to change the momentum?
What a heavy knockdown. How are they going to come back from that? They've staggered back to the corner. They've got to freshen them up, alert them again, get them back on point again. This round, they've got to coast around. Don't get involved. Give yourself another 3 minutes to get your head.
Hold on, got to cut you off here, Johnny. Tommy Morrison, oh no, what's happened? No, we don't see a knockdown. Did you see that? Can you imagine if he knocked down goes Frazier? And in this replay, you can see it. That body punch folded him. 1, 2, 3, 4. They're back on their feet, but how long will they stay there?
Resilience, to be down and to be back up again, to get yourself back into fight again, to show your fitness and determination. Maximum resilience.
At the halfway point, there's no doubt who's won this round so far.
The corners must be so happy. Down to a T, play the plan out to a T. If they can pick up momentum and do this over and over again, they've got it.
This fighter, pulled it right there. Frazier is in trouble again. Down goes Frazier. I want to see that again, but from a different angle.
I need...
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Let's see how the corner... Let's get it started in round 3. Is this the beginning of the end after 2 knockdowns last round?
I have no idea what they have left. How do you come back from something like that? Not on twice? Where's your head at? Where's your energy levels at? It tells you you've got nothing left.
Can you imagine if he knocks out Joe Frazier?
Don't worry about it. It's just one shot. Don't give it a head. Only one shot.
Frazier finally. Did you see that? Frazier covering up. He's got nowhere to go.
Keep your head up.
Never hold that thought. It's down goes Joe Frazier. I think that will look even more dramatic in slow.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You're out.
You heard that right, ladies and gentlemen. A knockout victory and one of the biggest surprises of the year.
A knockout victory. That is... God, did you see the shot? That's not a knockout. That's an assassination. What a shot.
The fans are smoke.
This bout is scheduled.
So they stare into each other's eyes. One fight. Frazier's been in so many hellacious battles over the years. The trilogy of Muhammad Ali, his fights against George Foreman, a true legend. Oh, and there he caught him with a stiff jab. That counter punch caught him clean. When are we going to see a jab from these two? Caution is being thrown to the wind. Punch, counter punch. When you're training to fight a swarmer, Johnny, you know this better than anybody. You've got to be in peak physical condition because they're not going to let you breathe.
Oh, man, you've got a swarm in your face. You've got to try and push him off, make him go into the rope. You've got to sometimes fight fire with fire. Hit him low on the blind side of the referee. Get him angry.
Nice exchanges from both men in this round.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill. Tap for tap. Now, this fight will say, you know what, I'm just...
Whoa, hold on a second. Down goes Frazier. As you can see, it was a hit to the head that did it. So this was an unexpected turn of events. What happens next?
Somebody can smell blood here. They can smell blood. They've got to be smart. Get in there. Then boom, back in the same spot again. It happened once, and you got away with it. You can do it again.
Final 10 seconds here, unless something major happens. I think we all know who won that one. It's not over till it's over, but that knockdown... And there's the bell to start round 2. He couldn't finish him off in the last round. Let's see what this has in store for us.
What a heavy knockdown. How are they going to come back from that? They staggered back to the corner. They've got to freshen them up, alert them again, get them back on point again. This round, they've got to coast around. Don't get involved. Give yourself another 3 minutes to get your head clear.
When someone punches that hard, you don't want to trade shots. Nice counter punch right up the middle. Big swing and a miss with the hook. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always easy to give one. That's his game plan, and it's worked out pretty well for him so far.
Speed generates power. Timing is everything. If you've got speed, you can knock anybody out. But just gotta hit them in the right spot.
For those who thought this would be a mismatch, you are sorely wrong.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
It doesn't always pay to be first. It pays to be last. Tried to score with that hook, but missed. Catch and shoot. Nobody home with that hook. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. That was almost a 10-8 round. Complete dominance.
Dominance, without a doubt, made it look so easy.
Let's get it started in round 3. That last round was huge for him, Johnny. Did you see that? Are we about to see the end of an era? Are we about to see Joe Frazier get knocked out? Down goes Joe Frazier. And look at that body shot. They couldn't have thrown it any... Not many people would have predicted it, but we've got... Well, ladies and gentlemen, smoke. This bout is scheduled. Expectation. And here comes the legend Joe Frazier, Hall of Famer, all-time. Tried to score with a jab. seat is coming right back. When someone punches that hard, you don't want to trade shots. Down goes Joe Frazier. And it's a one-hitter winner. What a knockout shot. Let's take another look.
You're right, Todd. What a shot.
It's time for the talk. He is.
This bout is scheduled.
You can tell both. Frazier's been in so many hellacious battles over the years. The trilogy with Muhammad Ali, his fights against George Foreman, a true legend. When are we going to see a jab from these two? Those counter punches have to hurt. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Hold it right there. Can you? Down goes Joe Frazier. Let's see that again.
A shot from the gods took him.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Give me your blood.
The referee deems they can continue, but this might be a big mistake. Did you see that? Tommy Morrison, oh no, what's happened? How are they still standing?
What recovery skills they are. What a shot it was. Completely gone. I thought there's no way he's going to finish this round. But look at that. Look at the movement. Look at the speed. Back on it.
Hold on a second, Johnny. Did you see that? Are we about? Down goes Frazier. Thank goodness we've got instant replay. We get to see it again.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Come to me.
Well, they're back on their feet right now, Johnny. Do they go toe-to-toe or do they play defense here?
Hard. He's up. I'd be surprised if he makes it.
So final 10 seconds of the round. Oh, wait a minute. And Morrison did not handle that punch well. Well, he's got Bambi legs walking back to the corner, but he's still in it.
Unbelievable hard.
And there's the bell for round 2. Let's see if they can shake off the cobwebs after a disastrous last round.
2 knockdowns and you're coming back from that. That's near on impossible because your head must be all over the place. Your legs would feel like jelly. What can they tell you in the corner? All they can do is wake you up. They can't even go into game plan.
Can you imagine if he knocks out this legend? Never count out smoking Joe Frazier.
These days now needs to steady the pace. Get the pace back to normal.
Is Frazier in trouble? Is this the beginning of the end for this legend? Good defense from Frazier.
Got caught sleeping on the job. What do? You step back, steady yourself, recompose yourself.
Whoa, did you see that? Give me just a second here, Johnny. Is this the beginning of the end for this legend? What's keeping Joe Frazier on his feet?
Now they've got to wake up. They've got to get on the back foot, clear the head a little bit, then jump back into it again. It's all about the hustle. Get back on it.
There's no way Frazier survives this. Did you see that? Joe Frazier is in trouble. Down goes Frazier. Blink and you miss it. Good thing we can watch that all over again.
Even I've got to see that again. Where did that come from?
He's been... Here we go in round 3. Who's going to land the first big shot? Got to get the momentum shift coming their way. What can they do here?
What a heavy knockdown. How are they going to come back from that? They staggered back to the corner. They've got to freshen them up, alert them again, get them back on point again. This round, you've got to coast around. Don't get involved. Give yourself another 3 minutes to get your head clear.
Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. Good idea, but misses with the left hook. Which fighter will say no mas? Smoking Joe may go. Down goes Frazier. Oh my goodness. I want to see that one. So time to go celebrate after a knock. You can tell. This bout is skip. We've waited a long time. Frazier's been in so many hellacious battles over the years. The trilogy with... Whoa, wait a minute! Can you imagine if he... Down goes Frazier! Imagine seeing this punch coming. So this fight will continue, but how can they get back into this bout?
Well, now it's about getting back to the corner, freshen up, get new instructions given to you, and they've got to G you up. They've got to tell you what you're doing wrong and what you're doing right.
Both men step back for just a moment. Back and forth they go. He's got the advantage halfway through the round.
No doubt at all. You can see who's winning. You can see who's got it in hand. You can see who's comfortable. Or is it a bit of a mousetrap?
Johnny, you would know this better than me, but I would hate fighting someone with this swarmer style. They don't let you breathe. They don't let you get off the ropes. You can't get your offense off. You just got to deal with them.
A swarmer, a good swarmer, will get inside you like a bee. Like a bee just pickpocketing, stinging you wherever you leave yourself open. A swarmer is the worst kind of fight to fight.
No rest for the weary. Final 10 seconds here, unless something major happens. I think we all know who won that one. Boy, this next round is... And there's the bell to start round 2. His eyes look pretty clear here, Johnny. How do you think he's going to do after being knocked down in the last round?
What a knockdown. 1 minute. You need 1 hour to get over a shot like that. Now it's down to conditioning. Now it's down to mental strength and preparation. It's how you are going to deal with this.
When are we going to see a jab from these two? doesn't always pay to be first. It pays to be last. This fighter told us yesterday, I don't get paid by the minute. I'm going to go in there and try and knock my opponent out as soon as possible.
They've got to be very wary. If you're in with a slugger, they will fight all night for fun. They'll stay in your face. They are naturally tough and strong and aggressive.
For those who thought this would be a mismatch, you are sorely wrong.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
You wouldn't want to be on the receiving end of a shot from that heavyweight. It's all offense, all the time. Good idea, but misses with the left hook. Every time he throws a punch, this round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Tommy Morrison, as bad as boxing judging could be sometimes, there's no doubt who won that round.
I seriously hope the judges kept their eye on it.
There's the bell to start round 3. That round was complete domination. Let's see if we can shake things up here in this round.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
You're not going to see as much footwork as the smaller weight classes in the heavyweight division, but we don't care. We want the heavy fists. Just missed with that hook. You're not throwing a lazy jab in this fight. You'll get knocked out. How nervous would you get when you know you're facing a big... Just down goes Joe Frazier. You could see it in their eyes. They saw that punch coming, and there was nothing they could do.
I've got to see that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Give me your ball.
At some point, the corner may have to intervene here because this fighter won't stay down.
That is a show of talent.
Hold on, gotta cut you off here, Johnny. Can you imagine if he knocks out? Down goes Frazier. Wow, that seems to be the punch he was looking for. Let's watch it again.
Where did that come from?